All right, guys. It is Friday morning, and we're going to talk about a tattoo that I have on my chest. And it says, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." So, whatever thought you can have, whatever goal you can manifest, if you can find a way to make yourself believe you're capable, there's a way to achieve it. So, what is the difference between trying to convince yourself that you are capable of something and actually believing it? If you believe in something, you don't need any motivation in order to make you get up and pursue that every single day. If you're convincing yourself that you believe something, then you're going to require a lot of motivation. You're probably going to fall off the horse, be up and down all over the place. And that's really the main difference, like when we're being as broad as we possibly can. They're the two very big differences in characteristics. So if you actually believe something, you're always going to go after it like it's your mission. If you don't, and you're trying to convince yourself you believe something, you're going to be like seeking reassurance all the time, etc. So how do you take that step? And should you even take that step? Or should you just pursue something else? You're trying to convince yourself that you should be doing something just because you have some preconceived idea, or you've done a lot of, your life's been going in that way, you've got a lot of motion and momentum behind that certain end goal. But that doesn't mean people spend their whole lives pursuing the wrong thing just because their parents wanted them to, or they thought it was what they wanted to do when they were young and they put a lot of time into it. Then they ended up in studying that in high school, going to that at uni, and then it became too late, and then they get to their midlife and have a crisis because they feel like they've wasted their whole life doing something they didn't actually want to do, and actually they want to do something completely opposite. They just never thought they could because of whatever reasons it was, okay? Pressures and all that sort of stuff. So first you conceive the idea. You have the idea, that's what I want to do. Now you have to do some goal setting. All right. I believe I can do this. Doesn't mean that it's just going to come to you and it's going to be easy. You still have to goal set. You still have to make a plan to obtain those goals, and then you have to take action. You have to have follow through. You can believe in whatever you want and do nothing but sit on the couch and nothing's going to happen to you. Yeah, good things come to those who work. And just because you believe that you're destined for greatness, or destined to be the richest man, or destined to be president or prime minister or win the CrossFit Games, doesn't mean without a plan and without action and without goal setting, anything's going to happen. You're going to get beaten by people that might have half of the potential that you do. So this is leads me to my next train of thought, and it's something that I've thought about for a while. I haven't really posted about it. I don't know if you pay attention to it, but you might have seen a trend that there's a lot of successful elite athletes, and I'm going to keep it to athletes because that's my realm of sport and fitness, that are religious. And we'll say Christian because that's probably one of our biggest faiths that is in our cultures, right? So a lot of elite athletes being Christian. Why is that? Is it because of some sort of socioeconomic? I don't think so. Is it like happenstance that Christians happen to be more wealthy and get better opportunities and blah, blah, and have more access? No, I don't think it's anything to do with that, really. I think what it is that if you are truly religious, truly a Christian, and you're also an athlete, I've heard many athletes say, I was given a certain skill set and I'm here to show that to the world in order to bring knowledge to Christianity or to Jesus or God or however they phrase it. So what are they actually saying? It's like, I truly believe that I was put on this earth with this certain skill set to do this. This is what I was created to do. There's no doubt there. There is no, I'm doing this because it's a hobby. I'm doing this because it's an egotistical thing. I believe that I was created by God to do this, and that's what I'm here to do. So they're not going to require much motivation to do that on a day-to-day basis, right? Versus someone next to them saying, I just want to beat that guy. I just want to do this because it would be cool to do it. So I think that's an awesome advantage mindset-wise. Now, how do you develop that without having a religious belief of, like, I was created by God with this certain skill set and that's why I'm here to do this? How do you create that belief if you're not religious or whatever? That is like a question that we can go so deep into, but I don't want to really go into it today. It's something that I have fought with a lot myself. Like, do I truly believe that I'm doing the right thing in CrossFit? Like, do I believe that this is the right path for me? Do I believe that I can be the fittest man on the planet? And like, I'm not religious. I'm not atheist, but I'm not religious. And I've battled with that. I think everyone battles with that. And then you see some of these people around the world and they're just set to the cause. I'm not saying that they never waver, but they have that core belief. And now there is fucking frauds out there that just say dumb shit and pretend to be religious, and they're just really cherry pickers, right? They're not Christians, they're not Buddhists, they're not anything. They're just fucking cherry pickers, and they're just trying to get fans who are actually religious. And those guys I have no fucking time for, and they're the worst. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that truly believe it. Okay, they're truly to their core. They're 100% in. They're sold on that whole ideology, and they truly believe that this is their purpose in life. Or do you cultivate that for yourself? Right? So that's something I want to explore in the next few little videos that we do, or maybe the next long actual just podcast that I do, so I can really have some time to get into it. But I want you to play with that thought. Why do they have that belief? Do you have that belief? Are you trying to convince yourself of something that maybe you shouldn't, just for egotistical, or because that's what a lot of people around you are doing, or you just want a cool title, like that's what you want to be known for? It's not actually what you want to do. So yeah, I want to be known as the fittest guy in the world, but actually I'd rather be down the pub with the boys, like drinking beer. Well, then you're convincing yourself of something. You don't believe it at all, because if you did, you wouldn't have that secondary thought. How are you going to goal set once you've had the idea? Maybe you've had a realization that you need to change something. This isn't your passion. It's not what you believe in. It's not what you believe yourself to be doing. Well then, like John North says, love your fucking life or change it. Don't bitch and complain. Develop a plan. Do some goal setting. Hourly goals, we've spoke about this. Set an hourly goal of how to change your fucking life and stop bitching about how much your job sucks or how much your life sucks. Develop a plan. Goal set. Go see a coach in whatever field it is that you want to change your life in. Business coaching. There's coaches for fucking everything. Develop a plan. Goal set. and then go and take action rather than sitting and sooking about it. Believe in yourself, believe in your plan, and go after what you actually believe you should be doing in a life, or you'll regret it later. All right, guys, we'll get more into this later. Cheers.